Hello there, how are you? My name is John Joseph Campbell, and welcome to my Psychic and Healing College. I would just like to quickly talk with you about some of the advantages and courses which I have available from not only my website, but some of the live stream seminars which I'm holding over the next certainly 8 to 12 weeks. Now, possibly you may already be a therapist or a Reiki master or another sort of therapist and wishing to enhance your not only healing ability, but also obviously your knowledge. Okay. You might have traveled long distances. Some people travel like all the way around the world to go to some specific courses, and I've done so myself, and only to find that I was disappointed at the end with the sort of information which I received. Not that every course is like that, but I certainly found is that the ones which I went to were very, very limited in the structure and also what they actually would give. So I would like to think is that with the sort of courses which I have on my website, is the main reason why I've actually sort of created this is to give you at your home the best sort of service which I can supply. Now, I would just like to talk about a little bit about some of the courses which I run. Now, with my meditation courses, you can say, oh God, I cannot meditate, or everybody does meditation courses. Well, okay, let's just have a look back and regress. My specific courses are all run to develop you. Now, I don't teach anything just for the sake of teaching it. Okay, yeah, some people do, and it's very nice. It's a bit like dishwater, okay? But the thing is that basically everything which I teach you has a specific purpose and reason for that. So in other words, I will actually not only open your subconscious doors, I will also open up your divine subconscious doors. Okay, so we all have a divine conscious, a higher power, if you wish. And if you wish to know my purpose, well, as a teacher and a therapist, that is very much my purpose in life, to be teaching others how to perform not only psychically, but also as a healer as well. So whichever modality that you wish to choose to learn, right now you have that ability to do so. But I would just like to talk about how I'm actually going to perform this. Well, what I do for you is I actually create what's called a divine and sacred space. Now, I do work with what's called subconscious tools. And what I mean by subconscious tools, I know how the subconscious works. I know how the divine conscious works. So basically what I do is I give the subconscious tools to work with to help you advance. And that means advance very, very quickly. Okay, you will find within a very, very short period of time what may have taken you years by yourself to create or manifest will actually take you just a matter of days or weeks to do so. It's certainly taken me years of study and also years of self-growth to actually learn how to do this. So I'm actually giving you the secrets, not only of my healing success, I'm actually giving you the secrets of how my therapies work as well within my courses and the foundation. The other thing I do is actually I create what's called a psychic pyramid. Okay. Now, I'll just explain a little bit about what that is, regardless if you're a healer or if you're interested in enhancing your psychic ability, or if you wish to have your own psychic medium business or tarot business or whatever, or if you wish to enhance your business as a therapist. So basically with this, with the pyramid, it's covering all levels, okay, of awareness, okay, or all powers. So with the psychic pyramid, basically you're looking at not only goddess, which is connected to your values, you're looking at your spirit totems, which is connected to your instincts, you're looking at the inner wizard, which is connected to your own personal creativity. You're looking at the enlightened prophet, which is basically connected to how you're going to actually express your creativity into the environment. And then we look at how to communicate with your angelic guardians, which are not only personal angels, but also your higher archangels. Then we look at working with not only your personal guides, but also your highest guides, and how to communicate correctly with your highest guides of universal love and divine light. Now, it may sound a little bit like a mouthful, but the thing is that how I teach this is basically obviously in steps, but it doesn't take that much time. And it's a way that I find, instead of taking you straight up to your highest guides, is that you actually find it better if I actually build you a foundation first. So what I'm explaining to you is that why I actually take you through the meditation courses, regardless if you wish to learn healing therapies, or regardless if you wish to enhance your psychic abilities, or whatever you wish to learn. So the first meditation is basically, it's what's called connection to light. It is a subconscious tool, and I give you what's called subconscious switches. Now you can maybe say, well, look, I've tried meditating, or it wasn't peaceful enough, or it wasn't calm enough, or it wasn't my sort of thing. Well, look, what I will do is I'll just give you the information, okay? And what I mean by the information you'll need is that, look, if I was to say to you, I want for you to imagine basically walking up to your bedroom, and next to that is the bathroom, and going through the bathroom, okay? But I want for you to actually look at your bathroom and just describe to me in your mind how your bathroom looks and how it feels. So basically with all of that, it's just a matter that everybody has an ability, okay, to actually create and imagine. Now, I do what's called, I'm not stuck standard meditations, okay? I do what's called open eye meditations for those who are analytical, and I also do closed eye meditations for those who are visual. So in other words, I work my courses to how it best suits you, okay? So in other words, some people find it better to meditate or visualize with their eyes open, and some people find it better to meditate with their eyes closed. So again, the first course which I have is called Connection to Light, okay? And I do create what's called your divine and sacred space. So with your divine and sacred space, what's that, may you ask? And it's a good question, okay? Your divine and sacred space is, if you can imagine, the whole of the universe, okay, which is infinite in size. But the thing is within your divine and sacred space, as the universe is infinite, that is your space, okay? That's the place where you have absolute power and control. That's where I work with you, and that's where basically I work to empower you as well, okay? And bring through all of your gifts. Regardless of what those gifts are, I'll bring them through for you. So now, okay, after we've created the divine and sacred space, then we have to start working on how to actually work with your guides. So what I do is I take you on meditation journeys, okay, to open up subconscious doors. And as I open up your subconscious doors to your personal guide, and as you're working with your personal guide, then I take you up to your angel powers. And as I take you up to your angel powers, then you will basically see the crystal of manifestation, if you wish. It's another subconscious tool which I work with. And as we go through the crystal of manifestation, you realize is that basically to work in this space is the area where you will actually be working to manifest that which you wish to achieve in life, okay, whatever that is. Also work with your archangels as well through this. So it's a very, very powerful meditation, okay, which I create and develop, okay, over the years to get you to achieve and open up these subconscious doors. The next meditation, okay, is connected to friends and family and relationships, but it's more to do with basically what you treasure and what you love and your values, and reassess your values in life. And basically, once you've reassessed and reconstructed yourself, then you'll be able to understand a little bit more about what you want to achieve in life and where you want to go in life, okay, regardless of what that journey is. Everybody's life is their own, and everybody's basically supreme and divine. So we all have the freedom of choice and free will, which is mass power and mass potential, but we're all individuals and we're all unique. So then the next step is basically taking you through a beautiful little technique which I've developed, which is called the Square of Life. It's a meditation, and basically looking at not only your future self, it's basically looking at the steps to your success. So it's looking at where you are now, your very near future, then you're looking at a distant future, and then basically we're looking at the success. And once we've actually achieved or felt that success and felt that power, what I do is I actually draw a line from where you are now to that power so you can actually feel it. And once you do that, things start really working fast, okay? And then you start generating positivity and start creating very, very fast, in a very fast way indeed. As well as also I do what's called a future life progression. So it's a way that basically you can just access yourself, if you wish, in the future, a very near future. So then you can just get a little message or a feeling about how you actually need to feel, okay, or what you need to feel to move forward. So basically that's the second course. The third course is doing a past life regression. Now, look, we all have flaws. Nobody's perfect and everything else. So in other words, we've got to look at and address the current lesson that we're going through in life. So in other words, there's no better tool available than actually going through past life regression. As I go through the past life regressions, I actually open the doors with the arc, with the guardians of angels and time, and basically with it will open the doors for you and work with me. So in other words, as we work with the guardians and angels of destiny and time, basically they'll take you through the steps, through the doors, for you to actually see and be aware of a past experience. Okay, but I actually do this twice. So in other words, I just don't take you through one past life regression, I actually take you through two past life regressions. And as I take you through two past life regressions, basically the whole purpose of this is to give you as an individual two perspectives about not only how you feel as an individual about the lesson that you're going through right now, it's giving you the ability to start recognizing that challenge or that feeling in two ways, and then you can start working with it, okay, positively. Then what I do is, after that course, because obviously that's the third course, which is the past life regression course, the fourth course is basically looking at what's called an ancestral regression. So in other words, we go through what's called an ancestral regression. The main reason why I actually take you through the great ancestral line, or your line, is to basically overcome those issues and problems from past. And you actually overcome those issues and problems from past. It is giving you the ability and strength within you to actually achieve and start moving forward with your life, okay, positively. So after that, basically we go through a lot of other processes, okay, which is basically looking at how we're actually going to move forward with our life in a very, very positive way. So the fifth course is looking at how to build what's called that pyramid, okay, or the psychic pyramid with your highest guides. So I take it to each and every individual level. So in other words, what I mean by every individual level is as important as the other. So in other words, I take it to the goddess. We don't just have one goddess, we'll have a number of goddess, okay, to work with. So in other words, I get you to feel and see and work with that specific power. Then we go through your spirit totems, which is basically the time. So it's actually to feel them, work with them, and strengthen them. Then we go through the inner wizard, which is looking at how to actually create and manifest your creative ability and juices in life, okay, and whatever you wish to feel and be is very, very achievable with that sort of mastery of creativity. Then we go through the Enlightened Prophet about how you're actually going to express your creativity out into the universe and your powers, normally in small steps. But what I also do with this, I take you through steps through my meditations, as I say, a lot of foundation steps. So in other words, I also take you through the planet with two lands. So in other words, we're going to look at how you're actually going to teach what you have to teach, or be what you have to be, or manifest what you have to manifest, okay? So each and every individual meditation which I have within my course is very, very powerful, and it's very, very unique in its structure, okay, to develop you as a very, very powerful individual. But as we're building this psychic pyramid, okay, then we go up through the archangel line, okay, and also the personal angel line, to get you to not only feel your archangels, to actually communicate with your personal and archangel powers. Okay, now you don't have to do ceremonies to do this. You don't have to jump over brooms or hoops to do this. Okay, your archangels and angel powers and all of your guidances there are for you, as we all have powers, okay, of thought. So with that, it's very much an area as where basically once you've actually gone through the meditations, okay, all the way up through, not only from your personal guides to your highest guiding guides, and then to work as what's called a medium channel with your ascended masters. Now, to work with as a medium trance channel, and this is very much, I am a medium trance channel teacher, and there's not very many of us around nowadays. But as a medium trance channel teacher, what I do is I actually get you very carefully and very easily to basically communicate with your highest guides of universal love and divine light. Now, your highest guides are also called, which I don't really like this terminology, okay, they're called ascended masters. Now, they're not masters of you, okay? They're not going to take over your body and getting you dancing like a chicken or something stupid like that, okay? So in other words, the ascended masters analogy, if you wish, is correct, but the concept of it sometimes can be a little bit misleading, okay? They are not to master you, okay? To you, or to them, basically, you are supreme, you are divine, you have the freedom of choice and free will. But they are there to help you master what you are going through currently with life, and help you master your life, okay? And they will teach you as long as you're prepared to go and communicate with them, okay? So it's not just a one-way street, it's very much a two-way street. So in other words, they're not going to basically take over your life or nothing. What they are going to do is that basically they're going to be there for you when you choose to work with them. And I'll show you and give you the tools exactly how to do that and where to do that, okay? Now, the other thing with my meditations as well, I do teach you in a way is that basically it's absolute control. So in other words, is that you actually control the meditations. And even when you're in at a very powerful level, I do ask questions. So in other words, is that, yeah, okay, a lot of my courses are all going to be on the internet, and some of them are already on the internet. Okay, but as I develop these courses with you, you will find is that for specific areas, you will need one-to-one coaching with me. Okay, just to get you through certain steps so that I know that you've actually achieved these levels one-to-one with me, okay? So in other words, is that I do give you personal tuition. I class anybody who's actually part of my teaching group as a family and part of my enlarged family, okay? So don't feel as if you're just doing a course with me. Okay, for as long as you do the course with me, okay, I'd be very, very honored to have you and teach you. Okay, but as I say, basically, you know, it's one of those things is that I need to basically help you gradually move forward with all of these techniques. Now, it's not going to take years. It's not going to really take, you know, months and months and months, all right? But you will find is that you actually advance very, very quickly. So that is the basics of what I actually teach, okay? And once you've actually done that, Okay, you can say, well, look, I went to see a medium. All right, I'm just giving you an example here. I went to see a healer. Yeah, okay, they know the basics. It's great. Okay, it's a bit like being a black belt in karate. So, in other words, you know the basics. All right, it doesn't make you the best fighter in the world. It doesn't make you the best whatever. It's just that you know the basics. Okay, you've got your black belt. Okay, it's the same with the tarot card reader. So, in other words, they're reading the tarot cards. The tarot cards are just a tool. So, in other words, it is those psychic connections. It is that clairvoyant connection. It is that medium connection, okay, that basically gives you the ability then to be a better psychic. Now, as it works through the energy formats, and what I mean through the energy formats, okay, of healing, is that when you're actually healing somebody correctly on an energy-based healing format, you will feel that energy flow through you. And I'll give you the techniques of how to do that. But right now, if I was to say to you, is that basically I want you to use cups, or if I want you to use connections, really you wouldn't have that much of an idea what I'm talking about. Okay. Now, I don't only teach with these meditations to create, let's say, there is some which basically I'm not going to talk about right now, which are very, very secretive to me, but the others are very, very, very old meditations, okay? But I find these very old meditations are the best to bring out, okay, your psychic ability and also your healing ability. And they open not only those sacred powers, okay, they also basically develop you. So then you know is that when I'm saying connections or cups, you know exactly what I'm talking about as we go through each and every process. So I hope you found this little talk interesting, okay. Now on my website, I have, let's say, my free manual, okay, which is basically Attune Yourself to Reiki the Cosmology Way, which I wrote going back around about 2000. It was originally published by Findhorn Press going back in 2004. And right now I have the copyright. Now, this is actually, I mean, thousands of people have basically read this manual, and I'm giving you this for free today, okay? I also have my website as well to complement this therapy as well. So basically, if you regardless if you're already a Reiki master, okay, regardless if you've never done Reiki before, okay, I'll basically get you to learn Reiki within the time period of 1 week, if you choose to learn Reiki, okay, but that's a gift to you. So in other words, it just opens up those creative juices, okay, but I do have something on the website, which is basically, which is very, very, very much part of my teaching, all right? So I'll actually explain to you how, not only how Reiki works on the physical body in alignment to the electrical system and also the physical system. I'll also teach you how to actually understand how symbols work, okay, and why they work. So it's very much part of the, not only the Reiki 1, which is physical healing, Reiki 2, which is emotional healing, and Reiki 3, which is spiritual healing. But also with the Reiki 3 process working with symbols, it's very much symbol or symbolic healing. So in other words, it's symbolic healing. You're actually learning how to actually attune with symbols, which is also, may I add, which basically you wouldn't be taught in current Reiki classes, a very powerful healing technique. Okay, so there's a lot of other basically healing techniques which are coming up in the marketplace, which are similar, but obviously not using Reiki symbols, but they're very much hands-off. So these are very much hands-off healing techniques, okay, going through the attunement process. So in other words, it's Reiki level 1 physical, Reiki level 2 emotional, Reiki level 3 spiritual healing. But every one of them is very, very powerful in their own unique divine way. So if you wish to learn Reiki, it's all up there for free. If you wish to actually learn my courses with me, okay, I'd be honored to start teaching with you. Obviously, it's not for everybody, okay, because if you don't want to learn how to contact or connect with your higher powers or angels and guides, please go to another teaching group, okay, and learn what they have got to teach you. But I would like to think as those ones which I've chose to teach, they know I'm the real deal, okay? And not only the real deal, I will advance you, okay, and teach you everything which I have in my power to teach to help you move forward with your life. Okay, so as again, all right, my name is John Joseph Campbell, and this is my Worldwide Psychic and Healing College. Okay, so please contact me. I look forward to hearing from you, and we'll start working with each other very, very soon, I hope. And if not, please have a look at my website. Okay, you can basically get the book. All you've got to do is just put your name and details on there. All right, and I'll be honored to contact you. Okay, to see if you wish to learn. But I'll mostly give you one or two of the freebies as well. But please have a look at my website. Thank you for listening to me. Okay, and have a fantastic day and life. My name is John Joseph Campbell.